Adam and Wack show. We were already talking about Michael Rubin, so we might as well get into this right now. Let's talk about it. So he goes on the Breakfast Club. He makes a statement basically defending Meek Mill. When I see the narratives of a really good friend of mine like Meek, and people are trying to, again, if he was gay, which there's not one gay bone in his body, who cares? He continues, number one, if people want to be gay, it's 2024. Who the F cares? Number two, there's not a gay bone in his body, so why do people lie about that? Why do people want to change the narrative of a bet he made with me to hurt him? Referring to a clip of the Philadelphia rapper doing bunny hops on a tennis court after losing a bet. That is one thing I've learned about, look, I'm just being blunt because it's me. It's one thing I've learned about black culture that I don't like is that black hate on hate. So that starts going up on social media. People are not really feeling him making that statement. Okay, so before we get into the apology.
Why the did he apologize? Michael Rubin, why did you apologize?
This sentiment is something that I've had countless black people basically say to me on this podcast.
The truth can never be considered disrespect.
That there's something about the black culture where people prefer to drag each other down rather than elevate each other.
There's a such thing as black hate. There's a such thing as hate amongst all nationalities and races. But if we're just speaking on our urban culture, our urban street culture, our urban entertainment culture, all that, Michael Rubin, why did you apologize? Come on, bro. You are who you are. At the end of the day, your perception of it is based upon what you see, what you hear in music, the headlines you read of what's happening at the clubs, on the streets. When's the last time you seen the murder of a hip-hop entertainer by the hands of somebody non-black? Let's go back to the most notable, Pac.
We don't even know of a white person being involved in almost any of hip-hop's famous killings, right?
As recent, Julio.
Dolph. Draco.
We
could do this all day. No, we're not going to find too many whites
Michael
involved.
Rubin, I've never met you. Bro, never bow down for something that you know to be true.
Because he's reiterating conversations he's had in private.
This is a fact. And he didn't say anything wrong.
Okay. My one rebuttal to this would be, in the white community, they cancel each other left and right. You smacked somebody's ass 10 years ago, we're going to use this as a reason to get you out of your movie career or whatever.
They bring it up.
And that's one thing. That doesn't really happen in the black culture nearly as much, but Meek Mill will be doing this bunny hop thing, which I also fully do not understand why the bunny hop is even a thing. But then they'll like seeming in any way weird or gay can almost be used in a similar way.
Okay, can we agree that Akademiks is Jamaican?
For sure.
And we classify Jamaicans as black people.
Yeah.
Who made the accusations? Who went at Meek Mills the hardest when all that shit went on? Akademiks.
I would say that wasn't coming from the top down, though. That was the Twitter streets. Everybody was going in on me.
Hey, bro, put some respect on Act name. If the Twitter streets is talking, that's one thing.
For sure, he's the biggest one who him zesty, but everybody was doing that.
No. When Act starts to say boom, it's a big ass light on you. I don't give a if it's me, you, whoever. If Akademiks says some shit, they're gonna look at it. So what I'm saying is, Akademiks is black. The shit that went on with Meek Mills, right, predominantly was us. This is what we do.
I've heard Akademiks spend so much time insulting Meek Mill. And
that's his right.
But the narrative has almost never been like, you're gay. It's been, you're dumb, you're weird, you're out of touch, you fell off.
You giving information to the governor, you're a rat.
But it's almost never like, you're gay.
But when I'm saying it, no, like, listen, he done did a few things, and that's what, that's niggas' perception, right? But Michael Rubin, like, bro, listen, don't do that, bro.
What is the bunny hopping thing? Like, why is that?
I don't know. You got to ask
But
Meek
that's
Mill.
something Meek Mill learned in jail, apparently.
But listen.
I just don't know why anyone would be doing that at all, especially
my
in jail.
expertise in jail. If a nigga learned about bunny hopping in jail, that mean he was being used as a flunky.
Okay.
Ain't no real nigga bunny hopping on no yard. Nigga, they like, nigga, take your bitch ass over there, bunny hop a couple laps for your violations. Go over there and crawl across the yard. If you bunny hopping, and he says he learned it from jail. Michael Rubin said, yo, this was Meek Mill's idea. So I'm looking at, is he white dude, Jewish? What is Michael Rubin?
I'm not 100%
Whatever
sure.
he may be. I understand people on his side, they do. Bunny hops the back.
Look how fried Meek Mill is. This a game I started from prison. We used to make killers do bunny hops when they lost because it was too hostile for money. This be us. I'm going to get Rubin to bunny hop for me, okay? LOL. I'm going to teach him D-Thang hop. What the f*** is he talking?
Dude is weird. But listen, Michael Rubin was forced to issue that apology. One, whoever his team is was urging him to.
Well,
yo, f that, bro. He didn't tell no lies.
Okay, but then Michael Rubin's statement, I got a call from one of the people I have the most respect for in the world, so it's got to be somebody very famous and wealthy. They told me that while they appreciated my intentions, oh, shit.
It's not my place to speak on black culture.
It's not my place to speak on black culture. I get it, and I really appreciate the input. My intention was to say how important it is that we need to uplift each other, stop hate on each other, and push each other to win, and always root for each other's success.
Okay, let me ask you a question.
That's the world as a whole. That's not just black culture.
Listen, let me ask you this.
Black culture might be a little worse.
If a Muslim,
but that's the internet, period.
If a Muslim that studies Christianity, he studied Christianity, studied the Holy Bible. He studied the stories, the ways of it. You can't tell this Muslim, because he's Muslim, he can't speak on Christianity. Bro, black culture is right in front of our face every day on this phone.
So it's like if there was a white person that spent all of his time involved in hip hop, he could speak on black culture?
Are you going to tell...
Does that sound like someone...
Are you going to tell...
No?
Lucian Grains, he can't speak on urban music?
Yes. I'm not going to, but for sure, if he said anything about the overall culture of not just hip hop, but black people, can you imagine that day on Twitter for him? He's never had a day that bad.
It's on his platform.
It doesn't matter how correct you are if you're a white person and you speak on like what black people be doing.
And this is what I don't like. This is what I don't like with our people. It makes us look weak. We want to beat our chest. We almighty, whoa, 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 whoa. And as soon as somebody says something, instead of having a conversation, they start crying. You can't, man, all that. Is what they said real? If it's real, let's say, okay, well, how did you come to know these things? Right? And let's see where he got it from. Because his source might lead back to us.
But this kind of mirrors the conversation that's constantly happening where there'll be like a whole rash of, white on white violence or some shit. And then there'll be somebody who swoops in and says, well, what about black on black violence? That actually is a gigantic part of the total murders that are committed in the community or whatever. And nobody ever wants to hear that. And they will silence you if you try to make that point.